What's up, YouTube? We back in here again for our weekly dose of torture and struggle. I'm Sanjay.
I'm Tia.
And we are T.I.J. Sound Off. And I just got one question. What the fuck did we just look at, man? Bruh.
Technically, this episode of Batwoman, Season 2, Episode 5 is called Gore on Canvas. But it's really, the theme of the week is ACAB. Really?
All crows are bastards.
Wow.
Most likely in reference to the protests against police brutality, excessive police force, and, the people for the demonetization of the police or whatever.
All that good shit.
But that's the news of the past year, and so it's on Batwoman.
And I don't want that shit in my show, but these motherfuckers have made it a priority to add every current event from now in the past year in this fucking show, and I'm fucking tired of it, man. This shit is torture watching this, I swear. But anyway, on we go. It opens up in an alleyway where Jacob is handing money off to a shady looking dude looking for the Jack Napier painting. Dude gives him information about an organization called The Collective, and after that, he gets jabbed in the back by a harpoon. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck Jacob did see this big ass dude who's supposed to be an assassin, I guess, working for, what's her name, Sophia? I don't understand how you didn't see this big ass motherfucker walk up behind him, but anyway, that happened. So,
or the two backup that show up.
Yeah.
Immediately after old guy goes down from being stabbed, because they came in to create a triangular formation.
Right.
So that means they came from either side of that fucking alley, and neither one of them saw this guy run up the middle, you know what I'm saying, behind this dude.
It's a big ass dude, too.
Apparently, you know what I'm saying? Apparently, he didn't come from the rooftop, because Batwoman would have saw his motherfucking ass, right?
And he don't look like the ninja type that appear out of a puff of smoke, so I don't know where the fuck this motherfucker came from, man, but shit. What trips me out is after that, they draw down on this dude, and he proceeds to beat the shit out of all the crows, even though they got guns, and I'm wondering why they ain't pumping this motherfucker full of holes. Jacob, this whole time, has a gun, right? I don't know if he had it drawn on him or not, but he could have shot this motherfucker, and he did absolutely nothing, and then he ended up getting disarmed anyway. But before he could get killed, Batwoman strings dude up, and then she drops down and presents herself to Jacob.
But before he got tangled up by Batwoman, grappled up out of there, Jacob had the wherewithal to notice that the edge of this guy's spear tip was of the same material that Sophia's assassins have been using around town, apparently. They're looking for certain people or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They've been fucking shit up off camera. But,
a lot of shit happens off camera in this show,
but yeah, so
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, but before Jacob can get an answer as far as where's Coriana, the painting, or anything about Kate, Batwoman takes him up out of there. She comes down and is talking to him like, alright, so, tell me what kind of fish I got on the end of my line, He's like, no, I need that dude right now. I'm trying to get some information out of him. She's like, no. I'm gonna need you to tell me what your business is right now with this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because apparently she was tracking a person with a spear, specifically this guy. Apparently there was a report or whatever that same night that had her in the vicinity. So, which is why her timing could be that perfect. So,
Big ass dude running around with a spear. I don't know how anybody missed this motherfucker, but anyway.
So yeah, Batwoman and Jacob are basically arguing over who gets to take this guy for questioning and to get the same fucking information, basically. but they're not really cooperating with each other right now.
Neither one of these motherfuckers are police, so I don't see how this is an argument.
But you know, they arguing over who gets to keep him, but she like, you know what, I got him up there, so that's what I'm just asking.
He on my line.
You know?
I get the questions, fool.
And after all is said and done, the reason why Jacob can't get the guy and take him for questioning is all crows are bastards.
Oh, God.
Says the graffiti on the wall and Batwoman.
When I saw that shit, I was ready to cut this episode off.
She just zips out, you know? Like,
I'm just like, dude, how the fuck does it get worse? Like every week. Please, Caroline tries. Stop.
maybe some special reshoots are needed to fix whatever's left of this season, because this shit is sorry. And the fact that y'all got another season coming up, I hope y'all not talking about no election fraud or whatever the fuck next year.
Please don't do that.
Watch this shit.
Please don't do that.
Watch it. I'm betting they're gonna do it. But anyway,
I think they lost like another 1,000 viewers or something like that.
Oh,
it dipped under like 500,000. Oh man, y'all motherfuckers is just, the writing is on the wall, man. Y'all need to stop with this woke bullshit. Seriously. It just don't belong, man. But whatever.
And it don't stop, because we go to another scene where we hear Rachel Maddow on the radio talking about how Wolf Spider is being a millennial activist. This is evidenced by artwork of his of a flipped bird, aka middle finger,
Rachel Maddow,
on a tall building. She also mentions Batwoman 2.0 and Jacob being seen together the night before. Angelique was apparently listening to Rachel Maddow on her phone, so she cut that shit off, and she was like, man, she thought Batwoman was cool till she heard that she was working or being seen with the crow, Jacob Kane. So she's like, man, what the fuck is going on with that shit? That's just garbage. But, she's talking in company with Ryan, who apparently, spent the night with her. So,
yeah, they look like they didn't got back together. They spent the night and shit and had a good old time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but in reference to Angelique's statement about, Batwoman not being cool because she's being seen with Jacob, Ryan's kind of playing devil's advocate and like, well, we don't know what they were doing or talking about or anything like that, so, maybe give her a break. But, yeah, so... they got busy the night before, and Angelique's trying to get Ryan to skip work and offers Ryan something to pay her back for that time she did for, the 18 months.
That 18 months, yeah, that she got framed, quote unquote framed for, but yeah, we'll get to that too. We'll definitely get to that shit.
They're matching bracelets. Oh, how sweet.
Oh. Anyway.
Angelique starts to cozy up to her after presenting her with these bracelets and is just now noticing and fucking
the big ass hole in Ryan's shoulder and shit that apparently glows with fluorescent green lights.
It's been doing that since the end of episode 1 of the season, I'm just saying. But it's a thing now that they just want to really focus on.
I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck she just now seeing that shit and they obviously spent the night together. See, that's some bullshit. That's definitely some bullshit.
Ryan is sitting up in here in Angelique's robe. I don't know what she got on underneath it, but she borrowed a robe, which means
not a goddamn thing.
Angelique saw whatever was up under that robe. But it is important to note that the morning after is the first time she's seeing this motherfucking wound. Okay?
And don't say anything about, oh, it could have been dark. No, that motherfucker glows in the dark. That's some kryptonite shit. That shit glow in the dark. You can totally see that shit.
Yeah, so Ryan agrees, to let somebody see her wound, and finally, at least it's someone seeing it, but it's Mary. Well, I'm not even gonna front. last episode and the episode before that, I was totally thinking
Well,
like,
Mary did see it last episode, didn't she?
no.
No?
This is the first time she's letting Mary
Oh,
see
that's
her
right.
fucking
That's right.
womb.
That's right. You're right.
Like,
You're right.
she been hanging out with Mary like a mother. This is why what I said last episode. Because I'm like, this is stupid. When they just, brought back her pain or whatever from this shit.
Right.
Because she got shot at the end of episode 1. Then in the beginning, toward the beginning of episode 2, we saw her looking for some aspirin at the store before those dudes robbed it. But then she didn't have any pain or whatever, apparently, for a whole episode.
Yeah.
And then episode 4, she started feeling it again.
So they write the pain in when they feel like
When they feel like adding the pain. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But they giving us the pain every time we watch this bullshit. I'm just saying, like, 'cause this is stupid.
It's fucking right.
You don't tell me a story, tell me a good story that makes fucking sense. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you looking for some sense on this show? Not gonna happen.
I mean, you know what really don't make sense? How Mary with this cure-all blood decides to prescribe Ryan's kryptonite poisoned wound with 2 antibiotic pills.
Oh my God.
2. And says, Kate would usually take 2 of these and just be out, doing whatever the hell she needed to do.
Kate didn't have a big ass kryptonite hole in her either. Kate, Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
I'm just saying, bitch, your blood has cured someone's cancer.
Bruh. And I'm thinking, like, can't you just give her a quick transfusion or some shit right quick? Something? I'm like, oh my God, I can't
You
with
offered
this show.
this bitch antibiotics. I'm just saying.
And she gave her an antibiotic shot, right, or something like that.
She gave her something in the arm, but she handed her 2 pills.
Oh.
Literally said
2 pills for a big ass
2.
open wound.
Take these pills and you'll be all right. I just want to say, side note, this wokeness and this, your new Batwoman, the star of your show is black. Okay? And this is not really a good showing of how you want to treat a black superhero. You gonna give this bitch here 2 pills, you'll be alright. Even though, you got a wound. I'm just saying, you're not making this look good on the treatment of black.
I just want to know what 2 pills are supposed to do for a big ass open wound that glows.
I'm just saying, what type of shit is this? This is like, because they prop this show up like, oh yeah, we got a black Batwoman, like they're supposed to be like empowering
Supposedly, I guess.
her and shit like that.
I guess.
Well, what type of shit is this?
The whole show is an
treating
insult.
her like
It's an insult to her and to the entire black community. To me,
I'm just like, this is fucking stupid. Like, I wish a motherfucker would just offer me 2 pills while I'm sitting up here glowing and shit. Like, and I know for a fact that you have a cure.
dude,
Like,
you are a walking cure.
you
are a literal
antibiotics. That's an insult. I'm just saying, but
this bitch is a literal walking cure all in her blood, bruh. Seriously, fuck.
Luke and Ryan are at the Batcave, and they're trying to figure out how to get information out of this assassin that Ryan is illegally detaining and starving.
Starving, goddamn.
For this information.
All this shit she talked about the crows, and here she is.
I mean, Luke mentions how they need information leading to Coriana and Kate, before Alice, beats them to this situation and, and someone else dies. He asks Ryan why she doesn't just use one of her martial artist skills on this guy to speed things along.
What, she know how to make motherfuckers talk now?
I don't know if is that a martial art?
What, she got like some pressure point shit where she can just make him blurt out some unknown information?
I feel like what he's suggesting is the same thing she's supposed to be protesting.
Look, I'm not gonna believe none of this martial arts shit until I get a montage or what you call it? a fucking flashback of all of her supposed skills
Training.
when she was training to I need to see all that. Until then, they can miss me with all this martial arts nonsense.
Really?
I'm like, shit. She like what, 20-something years old?
Yeah.
In her mid fucking 20s, and it takes roughly about maybe 5 to 6, 7 years or whatever to learn one martial art. And I'm supposed to believe that she knows 6. She's mastered all of them.
But she's a kid of the foster system who no one apparently cared about.
No.
And, I mean, if no one cared about you your whole life, who was paying for them lessons?
Who the fuck was paying for your lessons?
Because I know that shit wasn't free.
Hell no.
You know, like...
Where the fuck you get these lessons from? I'm like, man, come on. Y'all need to, man.
Look.
Man.
Her comeback, though. Look, her comeback to Luke suggesting that she use some of these martial arts skills. Her comeback to him was, well, why don't you just look on the computer and see if you can get some information that way?
Bruh. Wow.
Dude. Girl. Okay. Look. First off, Luke has been designated to tech support or whatever since season 1. So yes, he should have been on that from Jump Street anyway, to learn whatever he could learn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just so that wouldn't have even been a situation for her to come at him.
He should have already known something, to be honest.
But I guess they had to make him look like he wasn't on his job because
he's a man.
Yeah. So
if you're a man on this show, you know you are the weakest link. You know what I'm saying?
Goodbye.
Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Whether you black or not, if you're a man on this show, you're
losing. And whatever scene that is, if you are in a scene opposite a woman in this show, you got a penis. You are not number one. You ain't coming out on top of any argument or conversation
or any fight. It's not your scene. It's not your scene.
I mean, you're the accessory or window dressing on this shit. I just want you to know that's what it is. And you know, look, that's just how they wanna roll with it. And how they roll with it, so
they need to roll this shit right the fuck up off TV.
But
that's what they need to do.
They got a season 3 coming, so just hold on.
God willing, season 3 won't make it here.
Back at Crow's headquarters, Sophie and Jacob surmise that Batwoman is also looking for Kate, and Jacob suggests that they let Batwoman keep the assassin. I just want to
oh boy,
these motherfuckers are not the police.
You're a security firm. I'm gonna keep saying that.
Security. They should be passing tips off to the proper authorities because they should be working with their high-paying clients who are, keeping this shit alive.
You know what? Who the fuck is paying them right now? Who are they actually working for right now?
I have not seen or heard of a single client since season 1, I don't think. I don't know who the fuck they were.
Is it the city, like Gotham itself is the client, and they're just getting paid by the city?
That is a good question. They didn't explain it. All they said was that they're a security firm. That's all I got.
Look.
But security is not the police. And
security should not be detaining motherfuckers, arresting people, putting hit contracts out on people, or kill shot orders, or whatever the fuck. Yeah, security don't do that. But I mean, that's the only thing that makes any kind of sense, is that Gotham has to be the one paying them. I'm assuming, even though it was never said, but I don't know. Who knows?
That's just extra dumb. Anyway.
Moving on.
Jacob wants to work a new lead with an old friend in school, old school chum of Kate, which is Evan Blake.
Oh boy. Keep going.
Evan Blake, according to them, is an art expert with ties to the collective. Assumed bearers of the Jack Napier painting, that the CI told Jacob about in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So, Yeah, he's also been known to have broken the law a few times, and so, you know, Jacob's looking like, all right, maybe we can get this guy to do something for us.
He's
he
an
might
art
be
thief,
he
right?
might be involved in that shit. Not only art, but he does shit for attention.
He a thief.
This what he does. So, Sophie and Jacob chat with Evan and rehash memories glorifying Kate. And Evan's story takes place at Gotham Prep. But to help me out, baby, real quick. Help me out.
What?
Wasn't Kate outed in the military academy in season 1?
Exactly. Long after prep school.
Hold on a second. Which was the reason for her expulsion?
Exactly.
I mean, but Evan, in this story that he's telling about how Kate was so...
Talking about some high school or some shit, right?
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Oh, the writers. Oh.
Look, I'm just saying, because Evan said Kate was out at Gotham Prep.
Oh, my God.
But, you know, I'm just saying...
You motherfuckers forget everything, y'all right.
And fucking with me, I ain't forgetting shit.
Oh, y'all forget
Anyways,
everything. Oh my God, you fucking
got the
writers.
wrong motherfucker. Okay?
You motherfuckers forget everything, y'all right. I swear, man. I don't know how you motherfuckers got a job.
You know, I want to do my little side step in a circle and shit real quick because I know I'm right and they so stupid. Like, you know, like...
Oh my God.
Look, okay. After this dumbass story that they tell about how Kate saved Evan's life in high school. This is what
that's right.
Is, you know?
And helped him come out of the closet and all that shit.
Be brave and all the shit because she was out and whatever the fuck. So, you know, she basically gave him the courage to put on her dress and appear at prom this way or whatever the fuck.
No.
Oh.
Oh my God.
How is this poignant to getting Kate back?
None of this shit is relevant to getting Kate back, really, to be honest. They could have left this whole part out. We didn't need to hear all this shit.
We just needed to know the, you know, bare bones of it, which they discussed before even talking to this guy. They just want this guy information and weigh into the collective to get a hold of this fucking painting. But anyway, they get around to it. Okay, they present an opportunity to Evan that would help Kate while simultaneously accusing him as being part of the collective and trying and saying how illegal possessing the fucking painting is. So hold on. This how they get at him. Look. We know you love Kate. You know, this is a lovely story that you just told us. But we also feel like you're a part of this illegal collective, and I just want you to know, we believe they're in possession of an illegal painting by Jack Napier. And I'm gonna need you to help us get into that. You know, it's for the Kate's benefit, of course. We believe she's still alive. You know, don't you want to help us with that?
And what did he say? So like, this is entrapment.
Yeah, immediately got the fuck up and was like, no.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like, this feels like entrapment, and I'm like, shit. He's like, I love Kate.
Well, he called her Katie.
Katie, yeah.
I love Katie.
Oh my gosh, please don't, baby.
Oh.
But anyway, so he fucks off. He's like, look, you want to talk to me? Talk to my attorney, whatever, because, you know, I see what kind of bullshit y'all.
So anyway, in the next scene, Alice walks in a bar without anybody noticing that she's a fucking wanted serial killer or anything. Apparently, she can just be free to do whatever the fuck she wants. But, yeah, this shit is stupid. Bruh. Anyway, Ocean happens to be in the bar, and they share words.
He watched her get hit on by some dude who she scared away with tales of horror of her killing the last person who tried to do that. And she didn't feel like having that done to her, so... Dude ran off.
Would anybody hit on her anyway?
Look, Ocean was amused. But Alice is like, hey, can I sit with you in case he come back? Yeah, right, bitch. Yeah, right. Anyway, so, you know, she goes to sit with him, and then they start talking or whatever. We cut to Sophie on top of whatever fucking building this is that they put the bed. What's the fuck building?
Oh, yeah. That's the GCPD headquarters. That's where Jim Gordon used to be when he would, light the bat signal up and shit.
I'm sorry. That's where Jim Gordon used to be, but I have not seen a Jim Gordon on this series.
Where the fuck is Jim Gordon? Bruh. Where is Barbara?
I mean, if they want to say that this is some after.
I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
Where's Renee Montoya? Like, where's anybody that belongs in Gotham right now?
At this point, I'm going to just say this is a shell of a building, wherever the fuck this signal is, because...
Can't nobody be working in this motherfucker.
There's no police presence.
No.
There hasn't been police presence on this show since
that riot.
Episode 2.
Yeah, when they was having that rally.
And even then, they were just there for the lights of it all. You know what I'm saying? They had their lights flashing and shit.
That's it.
The crows was running shit. Just saying. But anyways, Sophie lit up the bat signal in hopes that the crows and Batwoman can work together.
And Ryan was like,
I ain't fucking with the crows. I hate crows.
And Sophie's like, but if we work together, we can tell you everything we know about Sophia and you can give us some access to the assassin you got. I just want to say, the crows and Batwoman could technically be thrown in jail for the shit that they're doing, admittedly doing right about now.
Definitely.
If there was a police presence, but for the sake of this show, let's say they don't exist.
Yeah, they both be breaking the law. like seriously.
And they're just trying to figure out who's gonna be able to do what. You know what I'm saying?
How they want to do it, I guess.
But it's so fucking. But really, it's the way of this universe they're creating.
No, it's just the way of this show. No other show on this network is written like this. This is literally the only one. I mean, not even Supergirl was this level of bad writing. Even though Supergirl had her share, trust me. I wouldn't say Supergirl's writing was bad. It was just, extra woke.
It got extra woke as it progressed on. And, so it's cool that it's about to be over.
Yeah, but this shit right here, this is another level. This is on a whole new page of badness.
Like extra. But yeah, Batwoman doesn't want to really work with the crows because she's assuming that they're going to use excessive force and beat him to near-death status. Mind you,
she got a motherfucker starving back at the Batcave right now.
Starving. Really?
Hanging and starving at the same time and shit.
But okay.
She worried about what the crow's gonna do, but your ass can starve a motherfucker to death.
Yeah, and then Sophie tries to appeal to her as someone whose, love of her life has been taken and she just wants her back.
And you know what? Even though I hear Sophie saying that, I still don't see the chemistry or the connection or nothing.
Don't see any character. I don't know.
Nothing.
This woman, this actress, Megan Tandy, who's playing Sophie, I'm just saying.
As pretty as she is.
She's fucking gorgeous. But I've stalked her social media and shit like that. I ain't gonna bullshit you. Looking for an ounce of emotion. And
even in real life, she ain't got no emotion?
I don't know. I think that maybe she got some, I don't know what that shit is. Whatever injections you be getting to get your face to stay a certain way.
Botox.
Because this shit is crazy. Like, she'll smile, but it still looks like her face barely moved. I don't know.
She got that fake smile.
Like them stickers that you make online, and all you gotta do is change out the you know, the smile or whatever. Like, you can totally erase that shit and reflect. I don't know, but it's like, it doesn't move.
I'm gonna have to look her ass up.
I'm telling you, look, she'll smile, but it
just don't look convincing, right? Even in real life, her smile don't look real. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just like, come on, girl, show me something. Anyway, apparently this conversation was overheard by Wolf Spider hiding out, you know, listening to all this shit. So we see Ryan telling Luke and Mary that she won't work with the Crows because she doesn't trust them to keep any deal they make. On the basis that Sophie has pulled her in for questioning, not the GCPD, the Crows, enough times to know her coffee order. You've gotten detained by these folks a few times. Ryan feels like the Crows have tried to ruin her life for fun and she's unwilling to help them.
Seriously?
That's what she said. I didn't say that shit.
Ryan. Nope. I'm not gonna say it. Not gonna say it yet.
Mary and Luke feel like Ryan should work with them because the end goal seems to be the same in finding Coriana and Kate.
This makes no fucking sense to me. You told us you got framed, bruh. But now you saying they got you with the drugs.
Really?
For one, that's possession. For two, you took the drugs away from Angelique to try to protect her or, you know, for whatever the reason, that's aiding and abetting a criminal. Bitch, you deserve to get arrested. That's all I'm saying.
Whatever. So she decided to walk around crying with drugs on her that aren't hers, apparently.
It don't matter if they hers.
No, but she's walking around with it, so she's technically, you got drugs on you. You know what I mean? You taking it from one place to another. You know, they can put some trafficking on your ass for that.
Exactly.
Isn't that what they did?
That's exactly what the fuck they did.
Yeah.
Which is not framing you. That's factual. That is what fucking happened. You know what I'm saying? They were doing their job.
Ryan told Luke about this story, and he proceeds to tell her that the Crows killed his father. So, yeah, Ryan is like, and you still wanna have me work with these motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? Like, they killed your dad. Like,
yeah.
You know, but he's like, look, I don't like them. I don't forgive them for this shit, but we need them to get to Kate and Coriana.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is pretty much the bottom line here. Batwoman takes Sophie and Jacob to wherever this assassin is being held. First off, at first, it was in the Batcave.
Batcave, yeah.
And I don't know if this is still the Batcave because they're walking down some blank-ass corridor. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out, like, how...
Looked like a completely different fucking place.
How did Batwoman move this big dude in the first place? Like, from the rooftop to the Batcave.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to...
You know, Ryan is not big. I'm just saying.
Ryan is a buck something. This dude is clearly, like,
pushing
6
3.
feet. Pushing 3, damn near pushing 300 pounds. Ryan did not move this dude. Luke, weak ass, sure the fuck didn't help him. And Mary is less than that. So, yeah.
Anyways, Jacob is the muscle and Sophie is interrogating this guy. After every single question that's asked by Sophie, Jacob is striking this guy. And finally, Batwoman stops and was like, man, dude, don't you just want to say something so they can stop hitting you like this? Because this shit is crazy, you know? And he lets it slip or whatever that you can't find the way to Coriana or whatever. And that's like, that ain't what they asked you. We wasn't talking about that. You know, does that have something to do with the painting?
Mm-hmm.
So that leads them to assume, presumably correctly, that the painting is a map to Coriana. You know, he let that shit slip, and then when they tried to follow up questions about like, oh, so it's a map or whatever, he bites into a cyanide pill that nobody knew he had in his mouth.
Bruh. And he just now decided to bite that
He
thing?
just bit it. I mean, he's been starving like a motherfucker for at least a day. You know, like, I'm just saying.
Really?
I know his arm was dead as hell, but you know,
Hanging and shit.
now he's dead. But anyway, Sylvie tells Batwoman that she has intel about the collective auctioning off the Jack Napier painting. She wants Batwoman to infiltrate the auction and steal the painting. Batwoman stipulates that she will go, but alone, with no surveillance, no crows, and Sophie has to be abreast of everyone involved in the mission.
So we cut back to Alice and Ocean at the bar.
Yeah, they part ways. Alice goes to his hotel room trying to sneak in or whatever, but as she's doing that, she's attacked from behind
Surprise, bitch!
by Ocean. Knocked the fuck out.
I mean, he clocked her one, but...
I mean, and that affected her apparently until half the next day.
Yeah, she was knocked out for like a whole fucking day or some shit.
And like she wakes up and offers an explanation to Ocean. I'm talking about a woman on an island who has her sister and who won't give her any info until, you know, she produces proof of Ocean's death. And, you know, she's like, you know, sorry, but, you know, that was the goal. I'm supposed to be killing your ass so I can get some information. You know, like, basically. She reveals Sophia's name and says that her followers call her queen, and he says he called her sister.
I call her sister. And at first, immediately, I was thinking like, yo, black ass is not her brother.
Yeah, so that's just great.
The fuck? But, you know, they did clear up that, you know, they're not related or anything like that. So.
Yeah. We cut to Mary giving Ryan a makeover so she can go into the auction. She's wearing a long sleeve cocktail dress with asymmetric zippers, accentuating her curves, landing at the thigh, and a small bag. Listen, this information is important to hear because the questions on my mind while I'm looking at how she's dressed and all this shit, right? I'm saying I thought she looked cute, but listen, the questions on my mind at this moment while I'm looking at her. How is she gonna get there? Her black car, her old van. She has no backup. Where is the suit and cowl while she's undercover? She is wearing a short dress with no way to camouflage this suit. These are the things that are going through my mind while I'm looking at her, right? But while she's doing that, Mary's filling Ryan in on Evan and her vying for Kate's attention back in the day. When originally, I will mention, okay, the story was that Kate really didn't give too much of a fuck about Mary because she was so focused on losing Beth. She was like,
right.
She was always pushing her away or whatever the fuck. That was the story, right?
Right, definitely. That was the story.
But now,
they didn't forget that shit.
But now the story is Evan and Mary just wanted all of Kate's attention.
Evan wasn't even a part of this shit.
But okay. Mary is telling her how Ryan went off to get a higher education, but he's still finding his way to be addicted to mischief. Luke enters the room and stammers about a private plane and a plan. He's stammering because I guess Ryan looked good in the outfit. At the door of the auction, Ryan presents Evan with the new red Batarang. He asks where's it from or who it belonged to. She says Batwoman. And he's like 1.0 or... And she responds current model. He accepts the Batarang into the expedition. Ryan fails the passion quiz on her dress and Evan is about to have her taken away. until Angelique shows up, right?
Yep.
She interrupts and vouches for her. Evan makes sure Angelique has brought the party favors. And she does have party favors.
Man, Ryan is like, bitch, you got more drugs again.
Angelique shows Ryan that she has snakebite in her purse. A bunch of it, okay? Like, I mean, enough doses to, like, take somebody out of it. Just going to one person. Okay?
This bitch ain't changed a bit.
Ryan is mad because Angelique says that she cleaned up her life, and, you know, that's apparently a lie. But Angelique says she's clean and only trying to make money to get her life together fully. And then Angelique tries to flip the script on Ryan and asks why she's there. You know, bitch, I just saved your ass at the door. How can I help you? What are you, what are you doing at this sketchy place?
It's a good thing I was here, bitch. You wouldn't have got your ass in.
So Ryan's like, man, I'll talk to you later. You know what I'm saying? So Angelique goes off to try to sell her drugs, and Batwoman knows this. But anyway, let's look, we just talked about you going to jail because, you know, well, whatever. We gonna keep it pushing.
Leave it alone.
Who's side with these motherfuckers? Ryan checks in with Luke, who patches her in to Sophie as Batwoman. Ryan puts on spy glasses to show Luke the painting remotely. Luke says that they need to steal the painting, but Sophie already said that in an earlier scene, but Ryan is acting like this is unexpected news or some shit. We cut to Alice and Ocean at the motel. She's still tied up and he's packing. He says he wasn't Sophia's blood brother. He doesn't elaborate on it. It just is what it is. Says Alice is a bad assassin because she didn't kill him with all the opportunities she had.
Ample opportunities.
She says she needs more answers before she could kill him. Ocean touches Alice and has a memory of him and Sophia arguing. And that argument was like, Alice said she left that island 5 years ago.
Right.
But when she left, it wasn't on good terms with Sophia, and like Sophia was trying to like kill her or some shit, because she was trying to leave with a flower. Okay? But in this flashback that Ocean is having when he's touching Alice, he's arguing with Sophia, talking about, no, it's not just because of a flower. Okay? It's because I have something that you will never have. And I'm guessing it's a penis, but you know, we just gonna go with it. We just gonna go with it.
Oh my God.
We know that she's a lesbian, or at least bisexual. You know?
Oh, you talking about Sophia, right?
Sophia, yeah.
Oh, Sophia's definitely, she's definitely a lesbian.
Anyway, Ryan goes to the bathroom where the bat suit has been stashed at this private hangar that she flew outside of, okay? In a medium-sized duffel bag in a fake tampon dispenser. I just want you... Listen. In order for it to get into this bathroom, into this location...
Who put it in there?
Thank you. I'm just saying.
I'm trying to figure out
We just found out about this place. How did that shit get there before she got there? Whatever. But anyway, while Ryan's suiting up in the bathroom, she gets a sudden pain in the area of her wound. But while she's getting dressed and having this pain in the bathroom, Wolf Spider is stealing the painting that she was supposed to be stealing. But you know. So now she's...
In front of everybody, mind you.
You know.
Ain't nothing stealthy about this motherfucker. He just trying to cut it out and bounce. While everybody looking and shit.
You know, the alarm starts sounding and shit, but whatever.
Damn.
Batwoman fully suited, but, you know, now has to chase Wolf Spider to retrieve the painting. The alarm sounding off, and attendees, including Angelique, are being evacuated. But she's like, oh, Ryan, you know, looking for her and shit. But she in there, girl, but she ain't gonna answer you right now. But anyway, Batwoman and Wolf Spider have a quick scuffle, and he dodges bullets. You know what I'm saying?
Man, well, can I just say that fight was trash?
It really was.
But anyway, yeah, she fucked around and kicks him off the over the ledge and shit. And I swear, these people who are shooting at him are like less than maybe 5 feet away from him, and they
Stormtrooper
can't.
aim.
These motherfuckers are stormtroopers.
Stormtroopers.
They can't hit this motherfucker. I don't care how many flips you do, bro. That close up, you getting hit. But they couldn't hit this motherfucker, and he just runs out like it ain't shit.
He makes it out.
Man.
So, you know, Batwoman tries to follow him because at this point she's at an elevated plane or whatever. So she tries to grab a chain and slide down, but she can't hold it because, ow, she's in pain.
My shoulder. Oh.
You know, she falls, and so she radios to Sophie, oh man, the painting's on the move. Sophie's like, do you need medical? She's like, man, just go slow him down.
Nah, my wound is glowing and it's green and shit. But it hurt like a motherfucker, but I don't need nothing. No, I'm good.
So the crows attempt to tase Wolf Spider as he's running, and they're in a moving vehicle. This guy tries to pull something else out, but it's jammed and it won't work. So the driver, I will note, the driver's white. The other crow is black.
They would do this.
I'm just saying.
They would do this.
The driver hits Wolf Spider with the car and knocks him over. You know, they get out, take the painting, and of course, what'd you do? Like, I was like, oh, he jumped in front.
You can't just leave him here.
I see what they're saying, and y'all see what they're saying. You know, this is some more shit from the news. You know,
some more shit that don't need to be in this show. But
how, you know, black cops are complicit in what white folks do, even if they didn't directly do nothing. Whatever. So they take the painting and leave Wolf Spider there to bleed out on the ground. Batwoman shows up, unmasked Wolf Spider, and IDs him as Evan Blake. And she takes him to Mary's clinic. But look, then we go to Ryan telling Luke and Mary that they should have let her make the decision to partner with the crows for this mission. It's their fault that all this shit happened, basically, because she didn't want to partner with the crows and be involved in this whole bullshit anyway. She feels basically like she was just doing it for their approval, and, you know.
I remember that part too.
Alice tells Ocean how she met Sophia while defending herself against Sophia's assassins on a yacht. Whatever. 3 assassins attempt to kill Ocean.
But they both kicked their ass.
Yeah, so they're in the wind. We cut to 2 crow badges being thrown to the ground.
Oh, that's right.
On this rooftop by the bat signal. You know, so they've been fired or whatever for their part in what happened.
And of course, Ryan was like,
That's not enough. Burn the whole thing to the ground, baby.
Sophie's trying to change the culture. And so we cut back to Alice and Ocean in the car, going to wherever the fuck they're going. He asks her to look in the back, and there's a white tube back there. That has the authenticated or real
Jack
Napier painting. Him and Alice are off to wherever. So that could be a whole nother reason why Sophia wants him dead, other than the fact that he was fucking Alice and she liked her.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap this shit up. We've been talking long enough, and we'll holla at y'all on the next one, man. Bye.
Bye.